Hello, guys. It's God's will once again. You are welcome to this my training again, and you can always visit my YouTube channel to like, to share, and at the same time to subscribe. And in this training, we are going to be looking into variables and literals in Java programming language. And without wasting of time or taking much of your time, I would like us to go into it to know what variables are, guys. So, variables, as you can see on the screen, what is a variable? A variable is a container where the data you enter is either stored, retrieved, or passed on from one part of the program to another. Let me say it again. A variable is like a container where the data you entered is either stored, retrieved, or passed on from one part of the program to another. So now, and guys, when we are talking about variable, it's just like what we use to create to create a space in the memory of your computer where your values are being stored. It's like a location in the memory of your computer. And there are things that we need to consider in this place, things to know about variables. The first one is the naming convention. Naming convention, very, very important. A variable name must begin with, with a dollar sign underscore a letter. A variable name must not be a keyword in Java programming language. Also note, guys, that variable names are case sensitive in Java programming language. If a variable name consists of only one word, it should be in lowercase. But if a variable name is more than one word, the first word should start with lowercase, while the other word after it should continue with uppercase. So guys, that's all about the naming convention. The next thing in our training here, as you can see on the screen, is about the scope and the lifetime of a variable. Very, very important for us to know this. Guys, a variable can be declared within a class or within any block. And any variable that is declared within a class can be an instance variable or a static variable. An instance variable, is owned by the object of the class, and its lifetime exists based on the creation of such objects. While static variables, are shared between objects and it exists, throughout the lifetime of a class. Another one, guys, is local variables. Local variables exist, until the execution of method is done. So it is being found within a method. That is it. So guys, this will take us to types of variables, as you can see on the screen. And the first one is local variable. A local variable is a variable that is found within a method or any block. And that variable, which is local variable, is only visible within the block or within that method. And the next one is instance variable. It's a variable that is declared within the class level, and it is being used or by each of the instance of the class or each of the object of the class. That is all about instance variable. And I've also said something about static variables. They are being shared between objects in a class. Now guys, this will take us to the next training in this video, which has to do with literals. So what is a literal? A literal is a fixed value assigned to a variable, which is, it's a fixed value assigned to a variable So that is literal. Any fixed value that is being assigned to variable that we've not used for further calculation or any other thing, they are known as literals in Java. So guys, from here we can go into the NetBeans so that I can show you some things in this variable sample. We can create a class and give it a name to be variable sample. So guys, from here we can, come to this package, the package that I've created before, right click, and create, go to new. From there, we will now see Java class, and now we can give its name to be variable sample, guys. So variable sample, you understand? Then you can now click finish and allow it to load. So guys, the class has loaded, and if I can come to this place and inside the class I can now declare a variable which is int age. You understand? Int age, and within this place I can have another declaration of this inside a method which is public static void main. You understand? The same name, I can say int age. You understand? So in this place now, there are two different types of variables. This one is called an instance variable because it is found within the class level. Why this one is called a local variable? Because it is inside a method which is public static void main method. You understand? So, and this one that is here, we can actually come here. If I want to print it out, see what will happen. I can actually assign value to this local variable. Let me say int age to be equal to something like 40 years, guys, and I can come to this place and print it out, SOUT, which is public system.out.print line, and you see me type age to be equal to, guys, then we have to concatenate, you understand, our age. Are you with me now? So, and if I save this man and run it, we are going to see our age. But guys, see another thing. If I try, okay, let me just differentiate it so that we will understand it one after the other. Let me give this one age 1. You understand? So, and I come to this place again to also print maybe probably age 1. You understand? Let's see what will happen if we try to print it age 1. Age 1 value to be equal to, guys, watch what will happen is equal to age 1. You understand? So, and you are going to have, you are going to have an error. Why? This is an instance class. You understand? The only way that it may not flag error is when we turn this to static class, and of which, okay, I can have another one. I can turn it to static class, guy. Static class age to be equal to, let me just give it 50. You understand? So now it is not flagging error again because we can make use of static variables without instantiating the instance of the class or creating the object of the class. We can now have another one which is not instance, which is not a static variable, which is another age, int age 2. And from this place, if we copy this man and paste and try to okay, let's now change the value to to a kind of age 2. It will still flag error. Why? Because it's an instance variable. For we to make use of this h2, we have to instantiate the instance of the class, meaning that we have to create the object of the class by making use of the object of the class name, which is what? Variable sample. You understand? I can give its name to be maybe something like sample, guys, to be equal to new variable sample, and in brackets here, I can now I've instantiated the instance of the class, and then with this variable sample, I'll be able to invoke the h2. and at same time once I invoke it, it won't flag it again. So guys, with the variable sample name, I can now be able to invoke, as you can see on the screen, to invoke this instance variable, which is h2, by making use of the the sample dot is going to appear, guys, dot h2. So I can now assign value to it, like probably 70 years, guys. And if I come to this place now, h2 has now a value assigned to it. I can still make use of sample dot h2 to be able to to invoke this instance variable. And once we right click now, if I right click and they run this program, you'll be able to see the output right now. And the outputs will appear on. So guys, as you can see the screen, this is the result of what we've done. And you can see age to be equal to 40. You can see age 1 to be equal to 50. You can see age 2 to be equal to 70. Of course, age stands for the local variable, you understand, and the age 1 stands for static variable, while age 2 stands for instance variable, guys. If we go back to our code, we're able to see all of them. So guys, any variable that is declared within the class level is called an instance variable or static variable, you understand? And anyone that is declared within a block of code or inside the method is called a local variable, guys. And one thing again I want to tell us, you understand, make us to understand, is like what I call literals, you understand? We can actually look at this as for example, if I have something like let's say I have a int a, you understand? Okay, let's say that I have, let me just declare it as a local variable, guys. So literals, you understand? Let's say I have something like int a to be equal to 1000, you understand? Then I now have another value to be int b to be equal to probably 2000, guys, you understand? And now if I now have int c, you understand, int c to be equal to, I want to add two of them together. But at this point, guys, there's something I want to let you know. At this point, this a variable here, it is like a literal, you understand? It's actually a literal. Why? Because it's containing a value that we've not used for any calculation or we've not used for anything within this code. And this b is also a literal. Why? It's containing 2000 and we've not used it for any calculation. But when I have int c to be equal to a plus, you understand, plus b, are you with me now? This is now an expression. Are you getting what I'm saying? And note, guys, this is an expression, and within this place now, we've made use of the value, and we can now see the value of c to be equal to let's concatenate our variable, you understand? Let's to be equal to c. Are you with me now? So but at this point, when it was initialized, it was a literal, two of them, you understand? We've not made use of it for any calculation. That is why it's literal. So if I right click now, guys, and run this program, we are going to see our value at the output. You understand, guys? This is it, guys, you understand? We can see the value of c at the output in this place, which is equal to 3000, you understand? Which has to do with a plus b. Are you with me now, guys? So I think in this video you've been able to understand what variables are and what literals are, and And thank you for watching this video. And whenever you want to, or you go to my YouTube channel, always subscribe, like, and share to your friend, guys. So from here we'll be going to the next video. Don't mix it. Thank you.